Hey guys, this is Ray Boudreau with Benchmark, and today we're going to be talking about how to shoot a backsight with a robotic total station. Now, last week we did a video on how to do a resection with a robotic total station, and this is an incredibly similar setup. The only difference is rather than having 2 points that we use to create an intersection where our total station is occupying a known point, and then we're shooting our backsight, which is our second known point, to give us orientation and distance, as well as elevation. So the things that you need to do a backsight is 1, a position where your total station is occupying, 2, a backsight known position, 3, a prism. Today I'm using a 360 prism, a tablet with some software, and then of course a robotic total station on a tripod. So what we need to do is I've already set up my total station, and Mr. Cameraman will show some B-roll of how we set up over our nail. And then I am going to connect to my total station, which as you can see, I'm connected and we are tracking the prism, and I walk over to my backsight point. Now this is marked obviously with a nail. If we were on a real project, this would have been set up by the engineer or by the surveyor to establish this point, or you might be either one of those individuals. Now I want to pause here for a moment and talk about the different ways that we can set up a prism for a backsight. There's 3 general methodologies. 1 is use a prism on a prism pole like this, which is the worst method. The second best method is using this with a bipod in the front. And then the most accurate and the best method is setting up a tripod with a tilting prism over our known point, using the optical plummet to know exactly where we are, and then shooting it in with our robotic total station. But just for simplicity's sake, we're doing the fastest, and usually the fastest is also the worst method today. So I have my backsight point. I want to occupy point, and we're going to give this a name, Sam. So as you can see on the screen now, I have 2 points. I have point 1 and point 2. Point 1 is where the total station is, and point 2 is where I am now. So what I do is I touch point 2 on my screen for my backset point, and then I input my target height. This we know is at 1.62 meters, and we save that position there. And then our scale factor is 1, and we are going to put our occupy point as 1, and then we are going to click measure for our angle and distance. And there we have it. So we have our point number 1, our point number 2. Point number 2 is with our prism. We know all of our different angles as well as our distance so that we can go forward and lay out the rest of our survey plan. We're gonna click accept, and that's it. You're good to go. So now that we're back in the office, we're gonna talk about the math of how a backsight works. So you have your setup over a known position. That's point number 1. That's where our robotic total station is. Now at that point, because it's a known position, we have 3 pieces of information. We have our elevation, or our Z, we have our X and our Y, or our northing and easting. And then for our second point, which is where our prism is going to go, we have the same 3 pieces of information. Our Z, our X, and our Y, or Z, if you want to go that way. Then with those 2 pieces of information, we'll know the angle, both the elevation angle, like our vertical angle, and our horizontal angle, as well as the distance between the 2 points. So it's the exact same math that goes into doing a resection, just instead of creating an intersection where our total station is, we're creating tangent line where we have our 1 point and our second point. That's it. So now that we've done it in the field and we know the math behind how to do a backsight, you should also watch the video on resection as well as how to set up a robotic total station. Those 2 videos are up here. If you need any help, call Benchmark. Again, I'm Ray. Have a great day, everyone.